Hello and good day, welcome to our YouTube channel, God's Promises. And today's video will be a fast, concise overview. Book of Lamentations, Chapter 3. Let's get started now. The Book of Lamentations, Chapter 3 is a powerful and poignant reflection on suffering and hope. It is a deeply personal meditation on the trials and tribulations faced by the Jewish people in the wake of the Babylonian exile, and it offers important lessons about faith, perseverance, and the power of God's love. The chapter begins with the speaker describing his own personal experience of suffering. "I am the man who has seen affliction by the rod of the Lord's wrath. He has driven me away and made me walk in darkness rather than light." Lamentations 3 verses 1 to 2. The speaker describes how he has been afflicted and persecuted, and how his soul is filled with bitterness and sorrow. Despite this overwhelming sense of despair, however, the speaker goes on to express his faith and hope in God. "Because of the Lord's great love we are not consumed, for his compassions never fail. They are new every morning, great is your faithfulness." Lamentations 3 verses 22 to 23. The speaker recognizes that even in the midst of his suffering, God's love and mercy are still present and working for his good. Throughout the chapter, the speaker reflects on the ways in which God has tested and refined his faith through suffering. "For men are not cast off by the Lord forever. Though he brings grief, he will show compassion, so great is his unfailing love. For he does not willingly bring affliction or grief to the children of men." Lamentations 3 verses 31 to 33. The speaker understands that his suffering is not meaningless or arbitrary, but rather a part of God's greater plan for his life. The chapter concludes with a powerful affirmation of faith and hope in God's goodness and faithfulness. "The Lord is good to those whose hope is in him, to the one who seeks him. It is good to wait quietly for the salvation of the Lord." Lamentations 3 verses 25 to 26. The speaker acknowledges that his suffering has been difficult, but he remains confident in God's love and mercy, and he trusts that God will ultimately bring him salvation and redemption. The teachings of the Book of Lamentations, Chapter 3, offer several important lessons that can be applied to our daily lives. Firstly, it reminds us that suffering is a natural part of the human experience, and that we will all face trials and tribulations at some point in our lives. However, it also teaches us that suffering can be an opportunity for growth and spiritual transformation, as we learn to rely more fully on God and trust in his goodness and mercy. Secondly, the chapter teaches us about the importance of faith and perseverance in the face of adversity. The speaker in the chapter does not give up or lose hope, but instead remains steadfast in his faith, even in the midst of great suffering. We too must learn to trust in God's love and mercy, even when our circumstances seem bleak or hopeless. Finally, the chapter teaches us about the power of God's love and mercy to transform even the darkest of situations. Despite the overwhelming sense of despair and sorrow in the chapter, the speaker remains confident in God's goodness and faithfulness, and he trusts that God will ultimately bring him salvation and redemption. We too must learn to trust in God's love and mercy, knowing that he is always present and working for our good, even when we cannot see it. In conclusion, the Book of Lamentations, Chapter 3, is a powerful and deeply moving meditation on suffering and hope. Through its vivid descriptions of personal struggle and spiritual transformation, the chapter offers important lessons about the nature of faith, the power of perseverance, and the enduring hope that is found in God's love and mercy. By applying these teachings, thank you for visiting us today. Please share with us your favorite Bible chapter below in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe, it really does help our channel grow. Looking forward to see you back here for our next video. Always take good care.